I'm Chef Gabe, and this is Under the Hood. We're back, Under the Hood 2.0 with Chef Gabe and my special guest today, Ari Benzikin, second in command, also called Sous Chef for the fancy chef terms.
So Gabe asked me what my favorite food was as a child, and I told him about my mom's stew. She used to do a chicken stew with lentils and veggies, and so we're gonna play with that today.
When Ari said that, I was like, man, that's such a great idea. All right, I could taste the stew when he was telling me the ideas, but then we're like, okay, how are we gonna do it Tierra Sur style? You know, it's kind of tough in a fine dining establishment, to like serve a chicken stew.
Right.
So what did we come up with?
So we decided to marinate it and then fry it.
Okay, first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna make a marinade for this chicken. What are we making this marinade out of, Ari?
So onion, garlic, cilantro, salt, pepper, and turmeric.
Turmeric can be powerful, man. And then it'll just overpower everything you're cooking with. So you gotta really, really show some finesse. So onion, right?
Onion.
All you just need is a blender, right? Nice blender. Half an onion, maybe?
Half an onion, chop it up a little bit.
And this is for like a whole chicken?
Yes.
Okay, cool. When we make marinades here, we like to use the stems of some of the herbs. So like if we use like parsley, for instance, soft herbs, even basil, we use the whole stem on it. So of course we have some washed cilantro. I mean, that's like 2 cups worth, right?
Yes,
right?
2 cups worth.
How many garlic clove? I wasn't sure.
5 to 7 pieces of garlic.
Yep.
1 tiny,
what do you mean, tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon?
like a teaspoon of turmeric, just to be easy on it. Or another teaspoon of salt, because we can always add. And then about a cup of canola oil.
Good there.
Yeah.
We just got a chicken and we cut it in half. This marinade's enough for at least a whole chicken, guys. We're only gonna, Ari and I are just doing some R&D, so we don't really need the whole chicken. Now, Ari took the breastbone off. Now, you gotta be cognizant, okay, when I fry this, since the breastbone's not there to protect the breast meat, make sure you're frying it for a right amount of time, okay? We're gonna fry this for about 12 minutes. Now, we just cut the chicken into 4 pieces, so you have your leg and thigh together, and then we kept the wing together. So the wing's awesome too, especially when you're frying it. It's like a little handle. So we're gonna marinate this for how long, Ari?
4 hours at least, but you can go overnight.
Overnight's always best, I think so. Just like even when you're making a brine, or if you're brining anything, you gotta do it overnight, guys. I think that's cool. We marinate our chicken, right? And then next step is fridge for 4 hours at least, or overnight. Okay, by the magic of television, we marinated overnight. People gotta keep in mind too, like if you're gonna fry the chicken, don't fry it cold right out of the fridge. It's gotta come to room temp, guys. So we're gonna dredge this, Ari, in our dredge, right?
Yes, this is our dredge. It's flour, equal amounts of flour and cornstarch with a little bit of salt and pepper.
Check this out, guys, check this out. You wanna get in there and really submerge your chicken. You wanna get all those little nooks and crannies and get it in there. And then just good little shake, dust it off, right? And then always have, if you can, a little rack. The rack, because air is gonna circulate around this and it's building this little magical crust. So let's set this aside and then we're gonna come back and fry that. Let's make a simple gravy that's gonna be kind of like Flavor-S, I think.
Okay.
So we're gonna use chicken stock that you made, right?
Yes.
So overnight.
Overnight, simple chicken, mirepoix, so onion, celery, carrots. Garlic, and
little aromatic, a little thyme.
A little thyme, a little cilantro, bay leaf.
Yeah, so just a simple chicken stock, guys. And I think chicken stock you can get on the shelf if you need to. The only thing we got this color is we toasted the bones, right?
Yes,
so we get a little roasted bone. So, and it's a simple gravy. Now, a gravy with chicken stock, onions, garlic, and a roux. So a roux, guys, is basically butter and flour, traditionally. But we're using margarine, of course. So margarine and flour equal parts.
So just get your pan a little hot. maybe 2-3 tablespoons of oil. Once your oil is hot, you're gonna start with your saute on your onions. And once you let them get translucent, you're gonna throw in some salt, and the salt will bring out the sugar in it. About a teaspoon for this amount. Then throw in about
What was that?
a tablespoon of garlic, fresh garlic chopped up. And you're gonna let it get a little color, just a little bit. And once that happens, you're gonna add in your chicken stock, about 2 cups.
And we're gonna add cold roux to hot liquid, right?
Yes, cold
Right,
with hot
that's the
liquid.
trick, guys. So if you're gonna put cold roux into hot liquid or cold liquid into hot roux.
So now we're gonna get the whisk, and once the chicken stock comes to a boil, we'll add in the roux. And
So
once-
roux's going in, and you're gonna add probably about what? 2 tablespoons
2
maybe?
tablespoons at a time, just depending, because sometimes it'll thicken it up quicker than you think. And just use a whisk to like break it into the sauce.
The little sumac is just gonna, I'm gonna add probably about half a teaspoon, guys. Just wanna take it to another level. And then we're gonna add a little fresh lemon zest. To get really good lemon zest, you gotta wash your lemons with hot water. Because store-bought lemons usually have a wax coating on them and you gotta rub that off, or you're never gonna get the pure perfume of lemon zest. So, a little zest, right? That's good. That's real good. Right? Right?
Yeah.
I think we'll shut it off. Right? And I think we'll go fry that chicken. We're gonna start with the leg first, right? And then when we add the chicken, right, we wanna let it float into the oil first before you let it go. Because what's happening is we're frying the outside just a little bit so it doesn't stick to the bottom. First thing we're gonna do is what we're gonna have. Make sure you got a nice hot pan, right?
Add a little oil.
Add a little oil. And we're gonna like lightly pan fry some potatoes, right? I say enough for you and me and maybe someone else to try. So I'm gonna get those nice and crispy. We're gonna add a little more oil on top, right? And it's just a quick saute. And those are russet potato or
These are
Yukon Golds. Awesome. So our next step would be what, Ari?
Add the carrots.
Add the carrots. And we just got some local carrots that we just small diced up, right?
From our farmer.
Let's add a little heat. So we did a little bit of chopped jalapeno, right?
Yes.
But I took the seeds out, took the stems out.
Yeah.
I love the smell and taste of jalapeno.
Yeah, they're-
I just don't like the heat of jalapeno sometimes. The lentils are gonna be the last thing we add. Why? Because they're fully cooked, right?
They're fully cooked. Otherwise they'll just start breaking apart.
Let's add a little jalapeno in there.
A nice
Say a tablespoon, right?
tablespoon, yeah, and a little. 1 potato, half a carrot, quarter of a jalapeno,
Oh, you can start smelling that already.
and
Man.
it smells. And we'll probably add the salt
A little salt now.
right now, so it'll bring everything out. Half a teaspoon. Yeah, let's do the lentils right now.
Let them have it. There you go. Beautiful.
There you go. Probably like half a cup.
Last thing I'm thinking right now is garnish. You have your salt, right? And we're gonna garnish with a little bit of fresh cilantro and some fresh parsley, right?
Yes.
And I'm just gonna do a little rough. And this goes last, guys. Fresh herbs are gonna go last. When he shuts off that pan, it's gonna be the last thing we're gonna put in. I think we're gonna add a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon, right?
Yes.
Little wedge. And no seeds. Make sure there are no seeds in there.
Squeeze the lemon in. And I'm gonna shut it off. Let that.
I don't know if you wanna grab a little here and then we'll put it in this little skillet when you're done.
Yeah.
So we have the chicken, right? That's been marinated
And fried.
and fried. Now we have the gravy, right? With a little
Yes.
bit of sumac and lemon zest,
Yes.
right? We have our hash or our saute.
Our lentil saute.
Saute.
Yes.
And then the only other element that we didn't discuss was really something simple. I always add light sweet with my fried chicken.
Yes.
And I pulled Ari's teeth and I was like, let's make a saffron honey. So all it is little couple saffron strands steeped in some honey and some warm water. So a nice consistency. So we're gonna finish the dish with that. Hopefully we made mom proud. A little tribute at the same time.
Chicken.
Look at the consistency of that gravy.
Then a little cilantro.
I think we should hit it with a little more lemon zest right at the end.
The
A little bit of honey. Let's give it a little spinaroo.
Oh, there you go.
Look at that.
Cellar.
I hope you guys enjoy this. Let us know if you need any help with the recipes. Thank you.